Well, Agnes Gitau is a partner at the Africa Advisory from GBS Africa. She joins us now live from London. Hi, Agnes. I mean, fortunately, no one was hurt here, but how destabilizing could it have been if this attempt hit its target?
It's terrible news coming from Sudan at such a time when peace is still very delicate. Prime Minister Abdalla has only been in power under this transition government for only 6 months. Yes, you're absolutely right. This would have been such devastating for a country that is trying to rebuild itself after 30 years of autocratic rule of under al-Bashir. So yeah, terrible news coming out of the region this morning.
Right. We said, no one has claimed responsibility yet, but are there suspicions? I mean, what kind of forces would be interested in taking him out? Who's vying for power here?
Isn't that, or it's almost obvious that the past regimes have not really accepted that the people of Sudan rejected them. And they have been very clear and vocal to say that the current administration is illegal. And they have in the past stated that they would do whatever it takes to eliminate them. So suddenly nobody has claimed responsibility, but it's pretty obvious. It is people who are used to status quo, who cannot see the new Sudan, a Sudan that is willing to be part of the global system.
Is Sudan in danger? I mean, are there dangerous forces here who want to destroy the People's Revolution, and this attempt could be just their beginning?
No. The will of the people of Sudan, I am certain, will overcome whatever internal or external forces that will try and destabilize the country. So, no, absolutely not. We saw the revolution that was led by young people, was led by women, and I think that is what the future of Sudan is. And certainly, I don't think they have the power of the king. Of course, you have to be absolutely cautious. They need everyone's support. And I think the most important thing is to really support Sudan, both from the African region and the international community, support Sudan. And I think today is an indication that we need to do much more than really talk about Sudan, but do much more to support them. Like the U.S. When I say this, I'm thinking about the U.S. and the fact that Sudan is still listed under the state sponsors of terrorism, and that has a huge impact on the country's economy. And I guess
right.
What the forces behind this attack today are taking advantage of the hardships of the economy of Sudan to try and destabilize the country further.
Right. It seems the U.S. policy at present, it might be quite outdated, actually. Tell us, though, I mean, what does Sudan need most to ensure that it stays on a stable path to democracy?
So as I said, Sudan needs support from both regional and international nations. Sudan needs the support of every one of us. And also, I think I speak for the many in the region saying that Sudan needs to be delisted from the list of state sponsors of terrorism. If that happens, then you will see a wave of flows of trade and investment into the country. It will revive the economy. You're aware it is struggling at the moment with high rates of inflation. So if that is done, then I think there'll be a new Sudan with hope of prosperity.
Right. We've seen really over the past decade now, so many popular and inspiring revolutions ultimately fail and disappoint their people in the end. I mean, how confident are you that Sudan will not be one of those countries? It won't fall into that category, and that its people's revolution will actually produce a country that is democratic and free of tyranny?
You're absolutely right. Today's attack obviously sent shockwaves because everybody had high hopes for Sudan. So Sudan has no absolutely no other choice than to unite and move the country forward. I'm hopeful and confident that the young people and the women, the professionals that led this revolution will hold the nation together, and that the will of the people, majority of Sudanese, will be fulfilled. They want an end of 30 years of autocratic rule. I am confident that if this continues, that we'll see Sudan has a better future.
Okay, Agnes Gitau joining us there from London. Thank you so much for that.